Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, I got my Ancestry DNA results back. This is a part 2 of a video series. So in my first video, I just kind of did the actual DNA extracting and kind of like read how it works and how long it would take, and I have them back. I did promise to film this video a lot sooner, but I did not do that, so my apologies. So if you watched the first video, I can link that down below if you didn't. It said that it would take about 6 weeks for the actual results to come in, and that was correct. It did take 6 weeks, and they did send me a text notification for each like step they were at. So when they were like extracting the DNA, and I can't remember anything else, but anyway, I have it back, and guess what, guys? I am 100% white. Wow. Could you tell by this pale skin? So basically, I got my results back. I'll be reading those today and kind of just explaining how much information they actually give you and what you actually have to pay for, stuff like that. This screen is my ethnicity estimate, so I can show you that. Hopefully that focused. I think it did. So basically it goes by, the top is the highest percentage and the bottom is the lowest percentage. Obviously the percentages are how much you are of a certain ethnicity. Okay, I will say that I really didn't have many surprises at all. Okay, so my highest percentage was 30%, and it is England, Wales, and Northwestern Europe. And then you can kind of just like click onto it, and then it gives kind of like a short description of exactly what it is. The history of Britain, the heart of our England and Wales region, is often presented as one group of invaders, also blah blah blah. So basically it just gives a little description, and then you can hit view history of region, and then it just kind of shows up this map. Basically it tells me a lot of history about the actual regions, not me personally. The next highest one is 19%, and that is Italy or Italian, and I definitely knew I was Italian. I kind of would have thought it would have been a little bit higher. I don't know, let me do the math. Okay, so my grandma is 100% Italian. So she says. I don't know if she's taking one of these. Actually, I think she has. Anyway. Okay, so my grandma is Italian. 100% Italian, if there is such a thing. And then, so my dad is like 50%. And then I'm supposed to be like 25%. So this says I'm 19%. So she's probably not 100%. Sorry, Grandma. But anyway, yes, so I'm 19% from Italy. There was absolutely no surprise there. I take a lot of pride in my Italian heritage. I always have. When I was a kid, I used to, I've told this story so many times, but you probably haven't heard it. When I was a kid, I thought, hey, I don't want to say cool anymore. I want to say gelato. And I would use gelato instead of cool. So I'd be like, that is so gelato. Anyway, no one's laughing, I get it. Moving on, 15% is Ireland and Scotland. I really didn't have any surprise there. I always knew I was Irish. My grandpa's Irish. So yeah, absolutely no surprise there. The next is 13%, and it is Germanic Europe. So Germany, and there's not really a surprise there either. My last name is Worm. It's spelled W-U-R-M. You can pronounce it Worm if you want. It's very German. There is a river there named the Worm River. So we knew we were German. But it's cool that like all of this is pretty accurate. It's just kind of reaffirming everything I knew. So the next percentage after that is European Jewish. So let me just click on that. So primarily located in Poland, Ukraine, Russia, Hungary, and Israel. The only reason why I did expect this, because like in this little description it talks about the Ashkenazi Jews, and my grandpa is definitely an Ashkenazi Jew, and yeah, anyway, he's told me about that. Apparently there's some theory that they're like the most smart people in the world. I don't have anything to back that up. That's just what I've heard. Anyway, so yes, European Jewish 10%. Okay, so the next percentage is 4%, and it is France. Didn't know I was French, but it doesn't really surprise me. The next percentage under that is 3%, and it's Greece and the Balkans. I guess I didn't know that either, but again, still kind of, you know, Europe and in that whole area of the world. The third to last, 3%, is Sweden, and I would just like to say that I'm very happy about that because I think Swedes are dope. I did not know I was Swedish, and I'm super happy about that. I love Swedish fish and Swedish meatballs. I might cut that out. I am also 2% Eastern Europe and Russia, or Russian. Again, it's Europe. I didn't know I was either of those things, but that's cool. I'm down with that. And then the last one is 1% from Turkey. I knew my family lived in Turkey for a while, but I didn't actually know it was Turkish. But that's cool. I guess now that I think about it, the one thing that I did think I was that I don't see on here is Czech. But I mean, that's like the same area as a lot of these. So that is the ethnicity estimate and all the percentages. There's a couple other features on there. This is my DNA matches. And the first one that pops up is Charlie Worm, which is my freaking grandpa. So I should probably add him to my tree. Okay, grandpa. That's cool. I'm actually gonna look into that because I think I can see his stuff. So it says, so it recognizes he's my close family. And then I have a couple second cousins. I was searching through this the other night, and let me see if I can find it again because I found something really cool. But I have like a lot of fourth cousins and stuff. Okay, this is it. I see this guy who has the exact last name as my grandmother's maiden name, which is DeGilio. It says he's my fourth cousin. I don't know, I just thought that was really cool because he has the same maiden name as my grandma. The same last name as my grandma had. There's a lot of other stuff you can do on that app. So I didn't plug in my family tree or anything like that. It just showed me like my matches right now. But really this video was to focus on what my results were. And again, it really wasn't super surprising, but I did still find it interesting. I think what I would find more interesting if I would have taken one of the tests that tell you very specific things about yourself. So like your predispositions, and I don't know, it could just tell you like the little minute things about maybe your personality or dislikes of food, medical conditions, stuff like that. Like I find that stuff really interesting. But props to my family for basically knowing everything that they just told me. So good job, family. Yeah, I think that's all I have for you today. Sorry this video took me so long to make, but hey, I made it, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.